Imagine helping your parents clean an old storage shed when you discover a beautifully crafted Japanese puzzle box. It looks antique, handmade, maybe even valuable. You bring it to your friends, thinking you found a forgotten family heirloom. One friend sees it and immediately starts vomiting. He calls his father in tears. He begs someone to stab him with a kitchen knife. Then he smears his own blood across the box, while chanting prayers he barely remembers. Because according to him, you didn't bring home a puzzle. You brought home a Kotori Bako. A box so cursed that people claim it was designed to erase entire family bloodlines. Tonight we're exploring one of Japan's most infamous internet urban legends. A story that has frightened readers for nearly 20 years. A story of Kotori Bako. Welcome to the podcast You Can't Unhear. The story first appeared online in 2005, posted anonymously on the Japanese message board 2channel, a website famous for spawning modern internet legends. Everything that follows comes from that original narrative, combined with real Japanese folklore surrounding curses, Shinto beliefs, and spirit rituals. Whether it's fiction or something darker is left entirely to the listener. The story begins with a group of friends planning an ordinary evening together. One of them, a woman we'll call Yuki, calls to say she'll be late. While cleaning an old family storage shed, she found an unusual wooden puzzle box. She thought everyone might enjoy trying to solve it. Nothing about the object seemed dangerous. It looked similar to the famous Hakone Yosegi puzzle boxes, traditional Japanese wooden boxes that open only through a hidden sequence of sliding panels. Those boxes are genuine pieces of Japanese craftsmanship, created during the Edo period, and are still sold today as souvenirs. But according to the story, this one was different. Older, darker, almost unpleasant to look at. When Yuki arrived, another friend named Masato immediately froze. Masato's family served at a Shinto shrine. According to the story, his family possessed spiritual sensitivity. The moment he saw the box, he became violently ill. He reportedly ran to the bathroom, vomited, and called his father. Through tears, he whispered 2 words: Kotori Bako. Then he said, "I'm scared." What happened next is one of the reasons the story became famous. Masato asked someone for a kitchen knife. He cut his own hands. He reportedly told another friend to stab him in the leg. Then, using his own blood, he performed what he claimed was a purification ritual over the box. He even forced Yuki to swallow blood during the ceremony, believing she had already become spiritually contaminated. Then he put his bloody finger into Yuki's mouth, saying, "Drink it. Even if it tastes bad, you have to drink it." Everyone was confused and crying at this point. Masato chanted an incantation 5 or 6 times, then pulled his finger from Yuki's mouth. She vomited up blood. "It came out. It's out. You're okay now," he said. Masato then covered the box with his blood-soaked hands and began another incantation, but forgot the words midway and had to call his father again, chanting along over the phone. When it was finally over, Masato collapsed in tears, but never took his hands off that box. Masato was sick for 8 days after that night and couldn't go to work. When they finally met again, He explained that the box contained numerous fingertips and umbilical cords. "Human resentment is terrifying," he said. "It creates things like that." Days later, Masato finally explained. According to him, Kotori Bako means the box that takes children. Inside, he claimed, were the preserved remains of dead children. The curse supposedly ignored adult men, instead targeting only women capable of bearing children, and children themselves. The purpose was horrifying. Not simply to kill individuals, but to erase entire family lines. According to the legend, the box's origins date back to the late 19th century, during a period of poverty and discrimination in Western Japan. A desperate community allegedly learned how to create these cursed containers, using ritual objects, blood, and the remains of deceased children. The more children placed inside, the longer the curse endured. 1 child, 2 children, 3, until 7. Then came the warning. Never, under any circumstances, create an 8th, because that version, called Hakai, would no longer contain the curse. It would release it. The origin of this curse goes back to the late 1860s in Izumo, one of Japan's most sacred regions. There was a heavily discriminated community there who were so poor and starved that some families were forced to practice infanticide because they couldn't afford to feed their children. One day, a fugitive from a failed rebellion arrived and offered them a weapon in exchange for his life: the knowledge of how to make the Kotori Bako. This man, known only as Kajitani, taught them to construct wooden puzzle boxes filled with animal blood and body parts from dead children. The boxes were marked with symbols showing how many children were used: a triangle for 1 child, square for 2, and so on. The names changed based on the number: Ippo for 1, Niho for 2, up to Chippo for 7 children. The more children used, the longer the curse lasted, with Chippo remaining active for about 140 years. But Kajitani gave them one absolute warning: never make a Hakai, an 8-child box. The names contained hidden meaning. The lower numbered boxes sealed the curse inside, but Hakai sounded like open, suggesting it would unleash something unknown. The villagers made their first box and presented it to the local government office as a gift. Within days, every woman and child in that office was dead, having vomited blood as their organs were torn apart from the inside. Over the next 13 years, they made 16 boxes total, sacrificing at least 56 children. But disaster struck when an 11-year-old boy from the village took one home to play with. By the end of that day, every woman and child in his household was dead. The villagers brought all the boxes to a Shinto shrine, begging the priests to destroy them. But the head priest said the resentment was too strong and would take over 100 years to weaken enough for proper disposal. And so, the management system was born. No historical records support this story. Researchers have never found documentation of villages producing such objects, nor any verified Shinto texts describing Kotori Bako rituals. Historians generally view this section as fictional, borrowing themes from genuine Japanese beliefs about onryo, vengeful spirits, and kegare, the spiritual impurity associated with death. Those beliefs are real. But the box itself has never been proven. So why did so many people believe it? Because of where the story appeared. In the early 2000s, 2 channel had become Japan's largest anonymous discussion board. Without usernames or reputations, stories spread based solely on how convincing they sounded. The site produced countless internet legends, including creepypastas, haunted websites, and paranormal rumors that continue circulating today. Kotori Bako was one of the biggest. Some readers claimed they experienced headaches, nausea, or stomach pain simply after reading the story. Others insisted the curse could travel through words. These reports spread almost as quickly as the original post itself. There is no evidence moderators officially banned the phrase across Japan, but the legend became so widespread that many horror websites began warning readers before reposting the story. The Kotori Bako legend has since inspired novels, videos, online discussions, and references in Japanese horror media. It joins famous modern legends like Kisaragi Station, the Red Room Curse, and the Cowhead Story, all internet-born tales that blurred the line between folklore and fiction. Unlike older ghost stories passed down for generations, Kotori Bako was born online. Yet many people now speak about it, as though it has always existed. Perhaps that's what makes the story so fascinating. So, is there really a wooden puzzle box somewhere in Japan, waiting inside an abandoned shed? What do you think? Thanks for joining me tonight. It's been a while since we do horror stories these days. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.